Welcome to all my dear students. Myself Prabodh V. Sapkade, lecturer at Srimati Sharachandra Suresh Patil, Institute of Technology, Diploma Pharmacy, Chopra. In previous video, we learned about the nomenclature rule of heterocyclic compound. In this video, we learn about the numbering rule of heterocyclic compound. There are various rules as per the IUPAC nomenclature and numbering. In that, first we take it if in cyclic ring only one heteroatom is present, then you can give numbering clockwise or anti-clockwise. That means जर त्या हेटेरोसायक्लिक रिंगमध्ये एकच हेटेरोॲटम प्रेझेंट असेल तशा वेळेस आपण क्लॉकवाईज और अँटी क्लॉकवाईज आपण नंबरिंग देऊ शकतो जर फक्त एक हेटेरोॲटम प्रेझेंट असेल तर. जर म्हणजे आपण एक एक्झाम्पल घेऊया. हे आहे फ्युरॉन. फ्युरॉन दॅट मीन्स द हेटेरोॲटम 5-member ring containing one heteroatom as a oxygen. You can say that oxole. Okay. In this furon, the numbering is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anti-clockwise, or you can give the numbering as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clockwise. It is possible because only one heteroatom is present. That's why you can give the numbering as a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Is it? Then the second one is if only one substitution is present, then substitute functional group should be bear a lowest possible number. In that case, the heteroatom is also a single heteroatom, but here a substitution, that means one functional group is present and this functional group is attached in the cycle. That means it is attached to that carbon which contain a lowest possible number. In this case, this is the tetrahydrofuran 3-carboxylic acid and this is the tetrahydrofuran 2-carboxylic acid. In that case, this is the functional group which is known as a carboxylic acid. In that, this functional group should carry or should bear a lowest possible number. If we give the numbering like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this carboxylic acid group containing or bear a position number 3, that means it is attached to the carbon which have the number 3, and in another case this carboxylic acid is attached to that carbon which contain the position number 2. In that case, the right answer is tetrahydrofuran 2-carboxylic acid. This is the right one, because as per the rule, if only one substitution, this is the substitution, this is the only one single functional group which is attached to that function, to that tetrahydrofuran heterocyclic ring, and that's why in that case this functional group should bear a lowest possible number, and in this case the carboxylic acid contain the position 3 or it is attached to that carbon which is present at the position number 3. That's why this is the wrong way to give the numbering whenever only one substitution present at the heterocyclic ring, and this is the right way because it contain a lowest possible number. The third rule is, if more than one substitution are present, then they should bear a least set of number. The group are arranged in alphabetical order. In alphabetical order. In previous rule, only one substitution is present. That's why the rule is that functional group carries a lowest possible number. But in this case, the more than one substitution are present on the same heterocyclic ring. In that case, the group should be arranged, or the number of that group should be given as they are in a alphabetical order. Let's take one example of 5-hydroxy 6-methylpyridine 3,4 dial dimethanol. Okay, in that case we took a two example which is same one, but the numbering is given in a first example is in a right way. That means in this according to the IUPAC nomenclature, and in another example we give a numbering in a wrong way, that not follows our third number rule. That means if more than one substitution are present, they should bear a least set of number, and the group are arranged in a alphabetical order. In 5-hydroxy 6-methylpyridine 3,4 dimethanol, the right way of numbering is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In this case, the numbering COCH-CH2. That means it is arranged, or the numbering is given as a lowest alphabetical order. We arrange it, or the numbering is arranged as per the alphabetical order. That means CH, then O, and again the CH2. That means first, as per the alphabetical, the carbon group is first one, then the oxygen, and then the another functional group, which one is a bulkier. And in this case, this is the wrong numbering, because this example didn't follow the rule number first, rule number second, that is lowest possible number, that means 2, and it didn't follow the rule number 3, that means the alphabetical order. That's why this kind of numbering is wrong, and this follows the rule number 3, that is alphabetical order, and hence this is a right way to give a numbering. In next one, if more than one different heteroatom, then the numbering should be in a following order. First one is oxygen, then sulfur, then nitrogen. जो पहिला रूल आपण बघितला होता, त्या रूलमध्ये फक्त एकच हेटेरोॲटम होता, आणि ते एक्झाम्पल घेतलं होतं आपण फ्युरॉनचं. त्यामध्ये एकच हेटेरोॲटम असल्यामुळं आपण क्लॉकवाईज नंबरिंग करू शकत होतो किंवा अँटी क्लॉकवाईज नंबरिंग करू शकत होतो, कारण याच्यामध्ये फक्त एकच हेटेरोॲटम होता. आता जर एकापेक्षा जास्त हेटेरोॲटम असले तर नंबरिंग याच ऑर्डरने दिली गेली पाहिजे, असं IUPAC नॉमेनक्लेचरमध्ये मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. दॅट मीन्स इफ वन, let's take example of oxazole, that is the 5-member ring which carries 2 heteroatom. First one is your oxygen, then the nitrogen. In that, the oxazole carries oxygen and nitrogen. The numbering should be as one, in that case the numbering should carries lowest possible number to the oxygen, that means 1, then 2, and the lowest possible number, that is 3, is given to the nitrogen, and then the followed 4 and 5. This is the right way of numbering, because as per the rule number 4, if more than one different heteroatom, then number should be given in a order, that means the lowest possible number is first in this oxidal case, hence we give the first number to the oxygen, then the followed lowest possible number is 3, and which is given to the nitrogen, because here no sulfur is present, that's why the no lowest possible number is given, and as per this rule we give the numbering first to the oxygen and then the lowest possible number, म्हणजे जो कमीत कमी नंबर असेल, जो कमीत कमी येणारा नंबर असेल, तर तो नायट्रोजनला दिला गेला पाहिजे. या केसमध्ये जर आपण बघितलं तर हा रॉंग नंबरिंग आहे, बिकॉज धिस डिडंट फॉलो द रूल आयपॅक नंबरिंग रूल. इन दिस केस the first number is given to the nitrogen, then the followed lowest possible number is 3 or 2, it is given to the oxygen, and hence it is wrong, because it is didn't follow, or it don't follow the rule of order of heteroatom, that is oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen and so on. That's why this is a wrong numbering and this one is a right numbering. Always remember that. If the next one is rule number 5, if same two or more heteroatom are present in a single cyclic structure, then saturated heteroatom should build a lower possible number or number 1. In this case, the two different heteroatom present, and in that case when two or more than two heteroatom is present, more than one different, that means two or more than two different heteroatom present, then you should be follow this order. But in this case, when two or more heteroatom which is same, that is nitrogen and nitrogen, then and this is present in a single cyclic structure, single heterocyclic structure, then saturated heteroatom should bear a lowest possible number. म्हणजे जो सॅच्युरेटेड नायट्रोजन असेल, सॅच्युरेटेड सल्फर असेल, त्या केसमध्ये आपण त्या हेटेरोॲटमला पहिला नंबर दिला पाहिजे, लोवेस्ट पॉसिबल नंबर दिला पाहिजे, नंबर 1 दिला पाहिजे. इन दिस केस दिस इज इमिडाझोल, 1H इमिडाझोल. आता 1H, this H represent the saturation number of imidazoline which contain the two nitrogen at the position number 1 and 3. That's why this H carries this 1H showing the nitrogen which is at a position number 1, which is a saturated heteroatom, and another one is here 1H imidazoline. In that, this is a wrong name. Wrong is name is correct. This in this case name is correct, but the numbering which is given to the unsaturated nitrogen, it is wrong, because as per the numbering, the number 1 or lowest possible number which is given to the saturated heteroatom, and this is a unsaturated heteroatom because it carries a double bond. In nomenclature we see the what is saturated or what is unsaturated. It in the both imidazole cases, this is a saturated nitrogen because it carries the double bond, or it fulfill the it carries the double bond, and in this case it carries a two bond which is attached to the neighboring carbon and one hydrogen, or it is unsaturated. That means, sorry, it is saturated and this is the unsaturated, that so that it carries the lowest possible number. ज्या वेळेस दोन सेम हेट्रोॲटम असतील त्यावेळेस ह्या इमिडॅझोलमध्ये जे इमिडॅझोल म्हणजे the 5 number ring which contain the 2 nitrogen at the position number 1 and 2, ह्या सॅच्युरेटेड हा जो 1H इमिडॅझोल आहे हा H रिप्रेझेंट करतोय द सॅच्युरेटेड हेट्रोॲटम, आणि त्यामुळं याला आपण 1 नंबर देतोय. जर आपण नंबरिंग या अनसॅच्युरेटेड नायट्रोजनपासून दिली तर ती रॉंग असेल. जरी हे नाव बरोबर असलं तरीसुद्धा ही जी नंबरिंग आहे ही चुकलेली आहे. नंबरिंग देताना जो सॅच्युरेटेड नायट्रोजन असेल त्या सॅच्युरेटेड नायट्रोजनलाच पहिली नंबरिंग दिली गेली पाहिजे. In some exceptional cases, whenever the numbering is given, in that case in some exceptional cases of numbering as follows. This is the quinoline, and in this quinoline first number is given to the nitrogen as per the numbering IUPAC nomenclature and numbering rule, where quinoline is formed by fusion of two rings. One is benzene and another one is a pyridine. This fusion at the position number 2 and 3 of pyridine, then it is form a quinoline. In this example, benzene ring is fused at the position number 2 and 3. Here it shown in a red marking of pyridine heterocycle 2 and 3. Hence, the chemical name of this quinoline is 2,3-benzopyridine. Is it? In a certain fused ring, compounds are exceptional to the IUPAC nomenclature rule. We learned near about 5 to 6 IUPAC nomenclature and numbering rule, but in some cases these IUPAC numbering rule are not followed and the number is given as in a exceptional cases, like some of the example is isoquinoline, acridine, phenothiazine. These are the some example which one is your exceptional cases because it doesn't follow the IUPAC numbering rule. Here in a isoquinoline, the numbering we learn the one heteroatom should possess a lowest possible number, and then the followed we should give a numbering. But in the isoquinoline case, the number as given shown here as first number to this carbon, and that's why, and in this iso is show the nitrogen at the position number 2, and then the followed numbering is given, is shown like that: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In the same acridine cases, is numbering is given to the like that: 1 2 3 4, then 5, then 6 7 8 9 and 10. That is, the last number carries the nitrogen. You can give the numbering as here first, second, third, fourth, or you can give the numbering first, second, third or fourth in another, in both the ways. That means तुम्ही दोघंही वेने नंबरिंग देऊ शकतात. जर आपण ए बी सी याशी 3 पद्धतीने या ठिकाणी जर नंबरिंग द्यायचं म्हटलं तर तुम्ही या रिंग पासून सुद्धा सुरुवात करू शकतात. यू कॅन स्टार्ट द नंबरिंग फ्रॉम धिस ring also, or you can start the numbering from this ring also. That means this is 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7 8, then 9 and 10. The number 9 and 10 is fixed in the case of acridine. You can change the numbering as you left side or right side fused ring. Some student can give the numbering from this way, or some student can give the numbering from this way, but the number 10 is fixed at the nitrogen, or number 9 at the front, that means para carbon, that is adjacent, that is the front carbon. The same case in the phenothiazine, but again the numbering starts from the lower carbon, or you can say that the adjacent neighbor carbon of the nitrogen, and it bears the 5 and 10 number of the heteroatom. That is, 5 number is given to the sulfur and 10 number is given to the nitrogen. This is the exceptional cases, and you can remember like this. That is, in acridine number 10 or 9 is here, and in the phenothiazine number 5 and 10 is given to the heteroatom, and in the like the same case is here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. The numbering, students can give the numbering from this fused ring, or you can give the numbering from this fused ring. Likewise, the number can start from this 1 2 3 4, but it should carry number 5 to the sulfur, and then the nitrogen 10 number is carried, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. This is one way, that is the clockwise, or this is the another way, as shown here, that is the number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. In next one, in some fused ring system, heteroatoms do not bear the least possible number. That means the example is your purine. Lowest possible number is not possible to the another heteroatom, but this is the homocyclic and heterocyclic. We learn in a first video. In that case, this is the example of purine. Here the numbering is 1 2 3 and then 4 5 6. First one we complete the ring, and then we transfer into the another ring. Okay, we complete the ring in the case of purine, and then we go forward to the another fused imidazole. Purine is basically, the purine is the fusion of two ring, that is, first one is your pyrimidine and second one is your imidazole. Pyrimidine and imidazole, this is the two ring are fused to form purine. That means, as per the IUPAC nomenclature, the heterocycle carries the lowest possible number. But in the case of 7H purine, again the 7H here, which is a unsaturated nitrogen which carries the position number 7. That's why this is 7EH are shown here. And purine, the fusion of two rings, first one is your imidazole and second one is your first one is your imidazole and second one is your pyrimidine. Both are fused to form a purine at the position number 1, 2, 3, 4. Firstly, in the case of purine, we complete the ring of pyrimidine and then move forward to the imidazole ring. Hence, the numbering as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the lowest possible number given to the imidazole nitrogen, which is unsaturated, and then followed the numbering, that is 8 and 9. In the following cases, numbering is given to the like this. This is phenothiazine. Whenever numbering is given to the heterocyclic ring, then the student should follow these steps. This is the structure of 2-chloro-10-3-dimethyl aminopropyl phenothiazine. Then first you should look which is the parent compound. Here the phenothiazine is a parent compound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Phenothiazine is a tricyclic compound which carries the two heteroatom as a sulfur and nitrogen in the position number 5 and 10 respectively. The sulfur, no doubt sulfur carries the lowest possible number, that is 5, and the last one number carries the nitrogen, that is 10. At the both are situated on the fixed position number 5 and 10, sulfur and nitrogen. Then this is the parent compound, that's why the name is written in the last or in the suffix. Then at the position number 2, chloro group is present. Here the two number carbon are carries the chlorine, and hence here we show the 2 chloro. At the position number 10, there is a complicated substitution. That means this 10 number heterocyclic nitrogen carries this propyl carbon chain and then 3-dimethyl. In this case, this propyl chain also carries the numbering, that means 1, 2 and 3, and this numbering is given as per the IUPAC nomenclature. Here 1, 2 and 3 is number given, then to position number 3 carbon contain the nitrogen of dimethyl amino group. Hence we give the numbering. Therefore the carbon atom attached to the nitrogen of phenothiazine is numbered as a 1, and the chemical name of substitution is 3-dimethyl amino propyl. The N, therefore the carbon atom attached to the N, this N of phenothiazine is number 1. That means the numbering should be given to that branching of chain. This is 1, 2 and 3, and hence the here we write a 3-methyl diaminopropyl. म्हणजे हा फेनोथायझिनचं पॅरेंट स्ट्रक्चर आहे. अगोदर आपल्याला या ठिकाणी ओळखायचं आहे की कोणता हा पॅरेंट कंपाऊंड आहे. आपण बेसिक स्ट्रक्चरमध्ये जर बघितलं तर हा फेनोथायझिनचं स्ट्रक्चर आहे. या फेनोथायझिनच्या स्ट्रक्चरमध्ये 2 हेट्रो ॲटम प्रेझेंट आहे, एक सल्फर आणि एक नायट्रोजन. ओके, या सल्फर आणि नायट्रोजनमध्ये आपल्याला या ठिकाणी पोझिशन नंबर फिक्स आहे 5 आणि 10. त्यानंतर 2 नंबरला क्लोरो पोझिशन आहे. जो पॅरेंट कंपाऊंड असतो त्याचं नाव सर्वात शेवटी आपल्याला इथं मेन्शन करायचं असतं, त्यामुळे आपण इथे फेनोथायझिन हा पॅरेंट कंपाऊंड असल्यामुळे आपण फेनोथायझिन हे इथं मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. त्यानंतर आपल्याला त्यातली जी सबस्टिट्यूशन आहे म्हणजेच हा 2 नंबरचा कार्बन कॅरी करतो आहे क्लोरो ग्रुप, म्हणून आपण इथं 2 क्लोरो असं मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. त्यानंतर आपण हा 10 नंबर इथं मेन्शन केलेला आहे. 10 नंबरच्या नायट्रोजनला इथं ही चेन सबस्टिट्यूशन आहे, ही ब्रांच सबस्टिट्यूशन आहे आणि त्या ब्रांच सबस्टिट्यूशनला आपण परत नंबरिंग द्यायची असते. दॅट इज अल्फा बीटा गॅमा ऑर नंबर 1 2 3. Here we give the numbering as a 1 2 3 and the lowest possible number is given to that carbon which is directly attached to the heteroatom as shown here with the uh, with this movement. The lowest possible number is given to that carbon which is attached to that heteroatom, directly to the heteroatom. Hence the number first carries this carbon, and 1 2 3, this is the 3, and then again the third number of carbon is carries or that directly attached to the nitrogen which carries the methyl group in a 2 methyl group. That's why we give the numbering as a 3 3 dimethyl amino propyl, and hence the IUPAC name of this is 2 chloro 2 chloro 2 chloro 10 10 10 3 3 3 dimethyl amino propyl 1 2 3 and phenothiazine, and this is the parent compound. Hence the name is 2 chloro 3 3 dimethyl aminopropyl phenothiazine. Okay, this is the references: concise organic chemistry or pharmaceutical organic chemistry, second by Nirali publication, Dr. A.V. Kasture and Dr. G.S. Vadodkar. CBS publication, heterocyclic Anshan limit heterocyclic chemistry 4th edition by Rajke, and many more. These are the some references. Students should follow these references for this numbering and nomenclature. In a next video we learn about the third number, fourth number, fifth number and sixth number heterocyclic compound, their structure and the drugs which carries that numbering, that heterocyclic compound, and showing the pharmacological